Hey, welcome back everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you what I picked up. This would be, if you look at the title, the cheapest 60 volt scooter that you can buy off of AliExpress. It's 60 volt, 27 or 28 amp hour. I don't really know. I've found information saying both, so I mean, it is what it is, but regardless, it is pretty awesome. What's really cool though is that here, as you can see, they give you a hydraulic rear brake, which is quite impressive. I only paid 590 bucks for this thing. Then you get sequential turn signals. And then what's pretty cool too is that this right here lights up. And what's also nice is that they give you these nice rubber pads rather than the grip tape, which is way better than grip tape, obviously. Now, the scooter itself also comes with a bag, comes with a seat. I didn't put the seat on it because I don't feel the need to have one. I don't need one realistically. But it's not so bad. I put, oh geez, maybe 20, 25 miles on it so far. But here's how you turn it on. This one here is a more accurate gauge. This one says miles per hour. It's not in miles per hour though. It's actually kilometers. There is a way to correct it though. I came across a video, which I'm going to do that. I just haven't done so yet. So I'll make a video on how to do it once I actually do it. But it's also dual motor. You have your Eco Turbo button here, single dual here, and turbo out is on. And for the single and dual, in is on. So if you want full speed, this button stays out, this one goes in. Let's see. Yeah, as you can see, 34 miles so far. So I've ridden a little bit, needless to say. But so far I'm quite impressed with it. You know, and then here is, that's turn signal. My cat feels like he has to be in the video. And of course, all of a sudden, everybody wants to go out in front and make all the noise possible. And as you can see, the backside lights up blue, which is pretty cool. Then you also have this right here. This is your light switch for these lights. I know it's quite bright out right now. You're not going to be able to see them, but you get the idea. That lights up orange behind the mountains. These come in orange and blue. But so far I've had it up, oh geez, I think it was about 42 miles an hour. You know, I weigh about 160, I'm 5'9", so I'm on the lighter end of the spectrum. But it's a ripper, man. You know, I've had a lot of fun with this thing so far. And it was only 592 bucks. I mean, for 592 bucks, you're not gonna do much better. I'll tell you right now. Like, this thing is worth every penny of that 592. And I got it on AliExpress. And basically, who I ordered it off of, they had it was like $618, and there was like a $60 coupon that I found that I used. So total was $592, shipped to my door. It took about 6 days to get here. But as you can see, it's got pretty decent sized motors, you know, and it goes pretty good, man. I like going down in the dirt. You get a dual wheel burnout, it's a good time right there. But I lowered the tire pressure in this. When I first got it, they were about pumped up to max, about 50 PSI. I've lowered it down to about 35. Now these are also known for having wobble, you know, speed wobble, which the correction, well, one of, is this Allen right here. You can hit that, tighten it all the way up, but then it reduces the fold. But what I would recommend you to get is this kit right here. This nice little Icon kit. And this you can get at Harbor Freight. I'll show you. And it pretty much has everything that you're going to need to maintain and adjust this thing, all in this handy little case. which I keep it on me no matter what, at all times, for obvious reasons. Now, aside from that, I'm gonna make some more videos going over the riding it and so on and so forth, you know. Then I'm also, like I said, I'm gonna make a video of how to make this screen match the rest of it, because right now this is reading, it says miles per hour, but it's not, it's in kilometers per hour. As you can tell, I still got the little sticker on there too. But aside from that, man, I'll tell you what, this is the most fun I've had for the cheapest amount of money in a while. You know, suspension is pretty decent for sure. Like, it's pretty good. You know, it's pretty good. I'd definitely recommend anybody looking to get a budget scooter to definitely look into these. You know, you got to go on AliExpress, and basically how I did it, that's the first time I ever ordered off AliExpress too. I just went on there and looked for people with reviews, you know, like ads of this with reviews, and I ordered the one that had the most reviews, and well, here it is, it showed up. So I mean, that's a plus. Especially for the price. Maybe you look on Amazon, this thing is like the heck is that? Who knows? This is like $8.99 on Amazon, so $900. You know, where if you get it off AliExpress, I've seen it down as low as $575, $80. And I think last I looked was like a day or two ago, and it was about 620-ish, 630 maybe max. But aside from that, even then, you're still saving money from ordering it on Amazon. So, and AliExpress is the cheapest place I found it. But these are also 11-inch tires, by the way, in case you didn't know. Tires are pretty good, tread's pretty decent. I've taken it in the dirt down the street, like I was saying. You know, did some burnouts with it, it's pretty fun. But aside from that, you know, no issues whatsoever. And you can go actually pretty far too, so far. Goodness, what did I put, like the first 25 miles on there? It has 5 bars on the little gauge, and I used 2 out of the 5 during that 25 miles. You know, but in that 25 miles, I kept it in single because there was no need for me to, I didn't need the dual. You know, like I'm first scooter I've ever owned, so even in single motor, you're ripping, as far as I'm concerned. And I usually kept, you know, a nice cruising speed for me is about 15 to 20, you know, and I just basically, like I said, you know, about 15, 20, sometimes 25. And of course, flooring it everywhere, naturally. Got about 25 miles with 3 bars left, so I would imagine you can probably get a pretty decent range out of it, you know, if you consistently ride it like I did. You know, I don't know how good it'll be, you know, if you constantly give it to it or not, but I guess we'll have to see. I'll figure that out myself. But, you know, I wanted to share this with everybody because if you're looking into an electric scooter, like, these things are awesome. You know, they're a lot of fun. I'd definitely like to, you know, get a Sur-Ron. You know, that's what I'd like to try, but I wasn't sure, you know, if I was going to like the electric stuff or not. So I figured, well, you know what? For $590, I mean, it's worth a shot, you know? I mean, if you don't like it, you can easily turn around and sell it for at least what you paid for. I mean, somebody would definitely buy it for that. Like, I can't imagine they wouldn't. You know, so it was worth it. And needless to say, yeah, I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I got a lot of trails too, you know, so I ordered a mount. I just got a new camera too. So I'll make some videos riding on the trails and stuff, see how good this thing does. But like I said, I'd like to get like a Sur-Ron style bike, you know. I think there's like a Frigo. Goodness, there's so many of them. 79 bike, RAR Mantis, E-Ride Pro. There's a million. There's a million of them, you know. But I'm, like I said, I get my helmet mount tomorrow, so I'll make some more vids and stuff for everybody. But so far, so good, man. You know, the headlight isn't too terrible. You know, it does decent at nighttime. I mean, it could definitely be brighter for sure. Give you more of a pattern to light up ahead of you. But I mean, for the price, yeah, I'm not complaining. That's for sure. You know, then of course, the latest change is this here. Like this used to be just the, this used to be grip tape back here, but they now give you a nice rubber pad, I should say. And this here, this was known to rattle, so it now comes with that in place, so it doesn't make any noise. But it's quiet, you know, nothing rattles or nothing like that. It's pretty good. You know, but if anybody out there wants to send me one of them e-bikes, I'll definitely take one, I'll tell you what. Then here's the horn. You know, not a whole, not too loud, but then there's the headlight. But okay, now everything wants to make all kinds of noise, so I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I'll look forward to hopefully hearing from somebody to send me something for review. That'd be kind of cool. But if not, no big deal. But look forward to future videos of this bad boy. Take it easy, everybody. See you on the next one.